First lovers banter finds Coco Gauff and Beau Jalen Sera divided over a bizarre cause. 2 weeks of non-stop action in Paris. And now it's time to have some me time for French Open queen Coco Gauff. And what's a better option than to make the most of your pre-grass season period by sharing precious moments with someone close to you? For the 21-year-old American tennis star, it's her boyfriend, her first real relationship, Jalen Sera. While the two have kept their relationship low-key, they still like to share candid moments on social media. However, there occasionally comes a time when a difference of opinion emerges between a couple. Gauff and Sera, too, found themselves in one of those moments, which ultimately culminated in some really good banter. Normally, Sera is among the first ones to admire Gauff for her accomplishments. Remember how he called her a warrior last month during the Italian Open when Gauff dominated Qinwen Zheng in a marathon 3-hour 30-minute encounter? And before that, during the 2025 Oscars, when the 2023 US Open winner wore the Miu Miu gown, he was swayed by her looks. Posting a picture of her on his IG story, Sera simply wrote "regal." But this time, he's not in the mood to share compliments, but complaints. It appears the two went for a meal together on Friday, if their IG stories are anything to go by. Gauff took to her account and shared a picture showing different dishes on a table, supposedly from inside a restaurant. But she specifically pinpointed the cantaloupe. The French Open champion, who's also nicknamed Cantaloupe by her uncle, simply wrote "Grub cantaloupe is awesome." But guess what? Her BF had a totally contradictory reaction. Well, for him, cantaloupe sucks. Now it's impossible to choose sides here, but it's one of those hilarious moments where you can't help but giggle. Generally, cantaloupe is a summer fruit, known for its refreshing and nutritional qualities. It makes sense for Gauff to appreciate it as she's an athlete. It seems she's been a long-time cantaloupe lover, going by her IG story. But it doesn't seem to be the case with her boyfriend. More importantly, he's made it very evident here, hasn't he? However, while they may not be on the same page with this one little thing, he's made another thing quite evident, his feelings and unending support for Gauff. When Sera's wish brightened up Coco Gauff's special day and the rest of the year. Coco Gauff turned 21 back in March under less than ideal circumstances as she was ousted from the fourth round of the Indian Wells by Belinda Bencic. However, the tennis star did receive heartwarming wishes from friends and close ones. It also included her boyfriend, Jalen Sera. Taking to Instagram, Sera wrote, "Happy birthday at Coco Gauff Big 21. I hope it's your best one yet." And guess what? Seems like the message brought with it some serious luck. Because Gauff has been having quite the year since then. After struggling with form in Qatar, Dubai, and Indian Wells, Gauff started turning things around in April, especially when she stepped on the clay court in Stuttgart. She managed to reach the last 8 there, but it was just the start of her turnaround. Later, she proved her mettle on clay consistently in Madrid and then Rome. She succeeded in entering the finals in both events, but the biggest moment arrived at the Roland Garros this month. At Court Philippe Chatrier, in the final encounter, the world No. 2 bested world Aryna Sabalenka to win her maiden French Open trophy. It was also her second slam triumph after clinching the 2023 US Open title, which was also against Sabalenka and a challenge in its own right. Fortunately, however, she had Sera to calm her nerves ahead of the big day. "I told him, let's talk until it's time to go to sleep, so we spoke until 1:00 a.m. and then I went to sleep," she confessed. "I woke up this morning. Yeah, when I lost the first set, I still felt I was into the match and I said, I'm going to give it my all." Well, Sera may not play tennis himself, but he sure has been a pillar of strength and support for Gauff. And we're all glad for it.